Hello. What are you laughing at? Hello. This is the sting of time. I'm doing the intro. I'm the one who's talking, and this is episode 13, and we have watched The Scorpion King yet again. And my name is Oskar.
My name is Leeloo.
Yes, and today when we watched the movie Scorpion King for the 13th time, we had prepared, before we watched, a scene order list, which we wrote independently. We wrote a list each where we predicted in what order the scenes of the movie would take place from memory.
I think it's crucial here to make sure that people understand.
I don't think they do.
That we didn't pick scenes from a written down list and put them in order.
No, we wrote the list.
We wrote the list ourselves. So from memory, write down everything that happens in the movie in order, basically.
And my list looked different from your list.
Yes, both in content and format.
Yes. I wrote my list on a computer and printed it.
Yes.
You wrote your list in a book.
Yes, I wrote it in this, which now contains multiple
Scorpion King.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Sting of Time related. It has the fabled first printing of the sorceress is the bad guy theory, and also now Scorpion King watch order for scenes. Or I guess it isn't a watch order, it's a movie order of scenes.
Exactly.
Though you could watch the scenes in that order as well.
Having done all of that, what did you think of the experience of watching the movie with the list? Because we tried to, at least I had, I had the green pencil and the red pencil, yes. And it was like green if I get predicted correctly, and red if I did not.
Yes.
So for me, at least, watching the movie this time around, the movie went by a lot faster because my mind was occupied on writing in the list, and also because I got a little stressed out when I started having a lot of things wrong because it was hard to keep up.
The movie go by quicker or slower if you add in, or well, how do you think the fact that I was saying crush my cock with a rock about every 15 seconds?
Well, I think that I think it made the movie go faster.
Oh,
I think so, because it kind of my mind was already treating the movie in a much more segmented fashion compared to usually, and this only further segmented it. So I had it segmented in terms of the scenes that which I were paying attention to, but also in terms of every other second when you when you imitated Yoda getting his cock crushed
by a rock.
Not the rock, but
no,
a
not
rock.
the rock, a rock. Or well, I guess we don't know. No, presumably it's a rock. I think that's the more reasonable claim. I think it's interesting to look at putting the movie in scene order from a couple of different standpoints. I think it because it spawned from you saying, "Do you think we could do this?"
This is my fault.
Do you think this is possible? And I said, "Let's do it independently," because I think you were just gonna go, "Let's try and do this now."
Yes.
But we did it now instead of then.
Now,
not then. Now, but. I think during the process of writing down the movie, I was not very certain it was going to be correct.
No, I wasn't either.
I think the beginning of the movie, not only is this the beginning of the movie, so you're probably the very beginning and the very end, I think, of movies are the parts you tend to remember the most. But the very end of this movie is a fucking giant clusterfuck
Yes.
of cocks getting crushed by rocks
Now
left and right.
it is.
So that part, like get it going into the experience, I was a bit. I thought I would flunk pretty easily. I should say I have ended up with 68 scenes in my compendium.
You had more scenes than I, but
Yes.
we realized very early on that I combined a lot of scenes into one scene.
Yeah, and I don't think it's necessarily that I have every scene as well. I think I combined some stuff as well.
Yeah, we gave ourselves some leeway.
Yeah. Or yeah, you know, like what the fuck does scene even mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's pretty up in the air. But so going into this, I think I was feeling like it's not gonna be a very spectacular viewing, and it might be funny because I'm gonna be so wrong. But it turns out that I misplaced one minor scene.
Yes.
I forgot one minor scene, and I split one scene into 2 scenes out of 68. So that's 65 correct, and almost all of them in correct order.
How do you feel about that?
I was gonna say something about how it feels bad that I know the movie so well, but I think at this moment, because I got to make it into an activity, because it felt a bit like doing bingo or something.
Yes, it felt really. Yeah. I guess like bingo. I thought it felt a bit like, you know, like you're betting on horses or something. That like you're watching the screen. Crap.
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly.
that sort of thing.
But that's bingo as well.
Yeah, I know, but like separating bingo from that's the thing, because that's more hectic. I think like it was more, you know, people standing at Wall Street. Come on, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay. I had
Which has nothing to do with horses.
Chill time, so I don't think it was hectic for me, but it was an activity. And since
it was hectic on the inside.
Since it was an activity, and it allowed me to marker in things with green or red, and I got most of them green, I think I'm feeling good about it right now. If someone just said write it down and then I'll tell you your percentage, I think I would feel less good about knowing it so well.
Maybe would you say this? It had kind of a similar effect to like.
I think you're talking into the wrong part of the mic.
I don't know what part of the mic I should
the
talk
one with
into.
the light.
Okay, but it kind of factors into what I'm saying because it's a red light.
I hope anything you've said has been. But then again, you did talk into it earlier, so.
I think you are extremely pessimistic about this.
Sure.
Anyway, what I was saying was that would you say that you had a similar feeling to, let's say, you're playing a video game and you've completed like 1 million quests, and then you're gonna turn in all of the quests and you get a little like endorphin, bling 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 bling. Good job, player. Everything turned green. Was it something like that?
No, I don't think. No.
Was it better or worse than that?
It was way worse because that's a very good feeling. But I think. I don't think I can compare it to that. Was it like that for you? No. Okay. Because it was so sequential. It wasn't one big thing. Though I think at some point I could have probably checked off like half the movie.
Yeah.
We waited a bit for stuff we kind of
good
faith acted.
We had a bit of a like friendly mini debate at the start when you noticed how I was waiting for the scene to complete before I crossed it as correct or incorrect. And I said something like, I have to see that it's correct before I. What if it changes? And then as I said that, I realized, what the fuck did I just say? So, but so that kind of threw that one out early.
Yes. But I think it generally ended up being a pretty pleasurable experience. I also should add, this is the first time I've eaten dinner watching the movie. I've had nuts before. I've had banana chips. I've also had candy, which was not a banger.
No, not.
You have had ice cream.
Yes, that was also not a banger. That was a poor investment.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about that.
We won't. But food was good. It was. It also heightened the bingo experience.
Yes.
It felt a bit like sitting down with my microwavable tray of food, with my 90-year-old friend, going bingo, bingo. I don't know. I don't think they go bingo, but
no. Would you say that? Because I would agree that it was a pretty fun watch, but which contributed most to the fun factor for you? Was it the
was it what?
Was it the gimmick, or did the gimmick contribute more than constantly
Crushing a cock?
Yeah, exactly.
Rock? I would weigh it probably 80-20 to crushing cocks with a rock.
because maybe that's maybe we have discovered like a secret technique for like when you really don't want to watch Scorpion King once a week, but you have to, then maybe this is a way to always make it funny.
I don't think it's evergreen.
Because I'm not sure it's gonna be funny again.
No,
I think this was the one.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find something else to crush.
Exactly. I don't even know what was the first crush.
I think you started before we even started. Like it was by the time I had sat down.
No, it was not, because there was no crushing cocks with rocks in We Have Killed Mycenians.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even know if there was one in the it has to. Oh, I know where it was. I remember now. It's when they fork. Fork him.
Yeah.
When Memnon shows up first and he goes, Acadians, I must crush your cock with a rock.
It doesn't he say like, now this is a rare pleasure.
Yeah, exactly.
And that you're like, crushing. And then it was just 1 hour and 30 minutes of that.
Yeah. I think it must be over maybe 150 or something. Crushing cock with a rock.
Yeah. That's a lot of crushing.
So more crushing than ticking off scenes.
Yeah, but I mean, that it might be for the best, because I always, whenever we're gonna watch the Scorpion King, I always kind of go into it with how is it gonna be this time kind of mentality, especially like today when I had to bike all the way over here and I didn't die on the way. It's a lot of time to think about how's this gonna be, both with the gimmick and just generally the watch. And I don't think our watch has ever turned out the way I envision it in my mind, because I didn't envision Yoda crushing a cock for 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Well, more like 1 hour and 10 maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. I think, funnily enough, probably the first view has been the most like what I imagined it would be.
I would also concur with that.
But I feel like we must be coming up on a horrible watch, unless we keep really spicing it up.
I have a feeling that because we have a lot of different kinds of dubs and subtitles and stuff, I have a feeling those will be hugely underwhelming. I feel like you'll kind of go into it like it's gonna be so different with different subtitles, and then we will realize very quickly that it's still the same movie.
But I think, what do you mean by different subtitles? Are you talking about machine translated? Because I think that will be a riot.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
I think that's
but
and there's
yeah,
gonna be a sprinkle of the
I
Crush rock.
I guess I'm thinking more about like, dude, we gotta watch it with Swedish subtitles.
Oh,
or
but I
something.
don't want to watch that.
Oh, yeah, I guess we won't then.
Well, we could, but I agree with you. That's a problem. Or
Yeah.
well, Swedish could be good. Swedish could be good. We'll watch it with Swedish subtitles.
We had already decided that, so you have just forgotten.
Yeah, but I think dubs are gonna be great.
I think it's gonna depend on the dub.
I don't think it matters, especially if we put it like somewhat late, like post 25 or something, because then we will truly know the intricacies of every line in the movie.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I feel like they'll be heading for shore this time. That guy has one line, or well, technically two, I guess. I know this dog. That's the first line. I think just seeing him talk in any other language, like German or something, is probably gonna be good. Then again, I know some German. You know some French. So.
Yes, I do. But I don't think I'll be able to enjoy the French dub.
Sorry.
But maybe I just I caught some of your pessimism.
Okay. I don't think I'm super pessimistic. I just think there's a horrible view coming soon.
Yeah, and I think so too now.
Now I also believe this.
Yes, well, that's what I said. That's what it's.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I wonder, how are you feeling about the entire project? Before you answer, I will answer my own question. Just as a baseline. I think I'm still very confused about how...
Not as confused as me, I guarantee that.
How not horrible I think it is, sitting down to watch the movie. It can feel like a drag, of course, definitely, but it's not. Then again, we are still very early on.
Yeah, I when you say it like that, what I'm thinking is mostly that I agree that it's not as much of a drag as one probably expects when, if you talk about this to a normal person, they think it's insane and so on. But in comparison, because we watch a lot of other stuff as well, like we watch Star Trek and all kinds of stuff, and I think I've started to almost kind of equate these things. Like it's starting to not feel that different. And I know it's weird. I know it's kind of strange, but it's like when I sit down to watch it, because I said also this time when I watch it, like I feel I'm getting the feeling I'm watching this movie for the first time, like not because I've forgotten it, but because it's like I'm watching a new Scorpion King or something, and I mean that I can only say it how it is. That's how it feels. So in terms of is it as horrible as I expected it to be or not to be at the start? No, it is not.
Yeah, agree.
But it can definitely get worse.
Yeah, I'm betting on it getting worse. I have to say, unlike you, or I guess maybe this wasn't what you were saying, but I think the weekly viewing of this movie has massively inflated the cinematic value of any new experience for me. So
yeah,
watching
all other movies have become automatically better.
Yes, we're watching Deep Space Nine right now.
Yes,
it's so good.
Deep Space Nine is really good.
It's insane how much better that is than the Scorpion King.
Yes, it is definitely, the entirety of Deep Space Nine is a better movie than the Scorpion King.
Have you considered the fact that in Deep Space Nine, something new happens every episode?
Yes,
it's not the same episode.
I consider that every new episode. There's also more. I'm scared to say there are more characters in DS9 than in the Scorpion King.
But I think that's factually true.
Yes, but I was afraid it's gonna be like, well, actually, there's like 7 main characters, and then but whatever.
But there are tertiary characters.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's true. And
Also, Quark is in DS9.
yes, Quark is the best. In
I had a
DS9.
thought today, before you showed up here. I figured I would. It's one of those things that popped up, and I thought I'll ask Oskar. Just like a normal question you can send someone on text message. I was gonna ask you, do you think Quark or Armpit wins in a fight?
Quark.
Yes, I think that's the knee-jerk reaction. Because Quark is so much more than Armpit in most ways. But no, I guess that's correct. I was gonna say something.
Well, if you want me to.
No, I don't want you to answer.
Okay.
The point,
Right. Yes.
I didn't send you this because it was such a fucking dumb question.
Yes.
Even if I didn't like Quark, which I do, I probably would have picked Quark. Even if I liked Armpit, which is impossible, I probably would have picked Quark. So it's a non-question. It's one of those things where you send it to someone and they go, Quark, dude, shove a rock on.
What?
Well, nothing.
Who would win between Dwayne and Odo?
Odo.
Yeah, between
I
Dwayne
already
and
answered.
Odo. Okay.
Odo would win.
Yeah. Who do you think would win between Balthazar and Cisco?
I think Cisco is an eldritch god or something. So
Yeah. Cisco feels really dangerous.
Ouch!
I don't really like Cisco.
No.
I feel pretty bad whenever Cisco is on the screen because it's like.
Is it because he's black?
No, it's because he's a really creepy, weird
Inhuman guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like a skinwalker or something. I was gonna say a skin wearer, but that's what all humans are. But
Deep Skinwalker 9.
exactly.
How are we doing on time here? Oh no. We're gonna have a short blackout.
Oh no.
But we have sound, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
Which means we've over 30 minutes.
I feel like the blackouts and stuff don't matter too much because you usually leave in like old effects from old episodes and stuff at random points in the video. So a blackout is like something to be expected. That's at this point.
I'm just gonna delete all this footage and it's just gonna be Lego Yoda scream. I'm gonna take the Lego Yoda death scream sound and I'm gonna stretch it for 34 minutes.
Well, that would be appropriate.
Yes. It's gonna start with you going, hello, welcome to
13 out of 52.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I feel like you summed it up rather well at the end here.
Okay. Thanks for being a part of this. Don't watch the movie.
No, please don't.